Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 111 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a cap on this season.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Manning. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Manning. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the 2nd quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Vick into the slide, and he's got the 1st. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Vick readies to throw. Buying time to his left. Open man, this is Lewis. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Vick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running right, Portis. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now a draw play. It's Portis. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Lewis to return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Here's Vick. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles hustle him to the line, clock rolling. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the... And it's caught! It's a touchdown! So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the try here for the point after. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. And New York set to take the field. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
Defense.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. To throw again on second down. Vick. He's going to let it go again. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end. Going to overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. On play action, it's Manning. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he would get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Second and 7. They hand it off to Portis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action, Manning. And that's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
On the give, here's Portis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. A run with Portis. Well, how about this? The